freedom of expression. Brilliant concept. I'm constantly lectured about it on the Twitter. There are a lot of leftist activists that shame France. How dare France ban the burqa in public? Do they not understand that freedom of expression is a human right? And then the same activists are really silent when I guess other activists are shaming people. Well, they're not even shaming people, they're shaming stores for having the audacity to sell merchandise. Especially in a capitalist world. Like, I would understand if this was in a dictatorship or somewhere where you have no control over the things that they are being sold. But no, like, capitalism means that something will be sold as long as people buy it. Right? So there are people that legitimately want to buy a product and other people that are like, no, you're not allowed to buy this product. Why? Because I don't like it, and neither should you. I never understand these people. And I never understand the idea of a company apologizing. Like Walmart apologizing. How does that work? Like, apologize for what? Like, what exactly did you do? You're a company that sells shit, okay? The shirt is not illegal. There's nothing wrong with it. Why are you apologizing? So apparently it's because the sweater is a little bit edgy. It has Santa Claus doing drugs, and that is bad. They should not sell it. It's not illegal. Like, some people might want to buy it, now they can't. Who benefits from it? Like, what I don't understand, right? So apparently it goes against the company's values. It's like, what values that Walmart has? Like, when I go to values, I go to the church, go to the choir, go to the pastor. Who goes to Walmart to get values? Not to mention, like, many of these companies do business in the West. They do business in Saudi Arabia. Some of them do business in China. What values can you possibly have that are similar, that are compatible with all these three different cultures? Especially like when ones are democracies, other is a theocracy, and another one is a communist regime. What values can you possibly have that are incongruous with all these three places in the world? And yes, you also have this one, Amazon pulls. But I guess we should be happy that we have people looking out for our best interests. Like, how could we as consumers make the smart purchase if we didn't have moral busybodies in order to take away certain products that we could just get, products that are legal? Anyway, right, this is the only case where this happens. Apparently, Amazon pulls Daddy's Little Slut t-shirt for children. I mean, backlash. Now, I kind of get it in a way, right? It's not that the shirt should be illegal, but the people who buy it for their daughter should be on a watch list. Yeah, like, these were made for kids, and as this guy says, if I ever saw a child wearing this t-shirt, I would call the police. So I kind of get this, right? But again, why should Amazon, feel shame for selling this? They sell thousands, if not tens of thousands of products. Are they supposed to, like, contemplate on each and every single one? It's like, how will this product be received by the public? Well, I'll tell you how. If the public doesn't like it, they won't buy it. And if they don't buy it, then the stock of that product goes up. They'll put it on a sale. And if people still don't buy it, they will never order that product again. Right? This is how capitalism works. It literally empowers the masses to decide what things they want to buy and don't want to buy. And in the case of these particular t-shirts, I generally don't think there is a market for them. I would be shocked if I was wrong, if there is like a group of fathers that generally wanna dress their daughters this way. And people are like, I hope each package comes with the phone number for the Child Protective Services. No, I completely agree. Like, the t-shirt is indeed unsavory, but I do not think that Amazon should be blamed for it. And I don't think that they should have taken it down either. I would like to see more public action where, like, if you have someone that has something controversial to say, it's a lot better that that person has just empty chairs. Like, people just don't want to go there, rather than have him deplatformed because a couple of moral busybodies don't like him. By the way, I finally figured out the jazz hands. I finally figured out. I asked someone at a university, and it's the jazz hands and the snappy instead of applause. I finally found out why they are a thing, right? Allegedly, it's to not trigger people that have mental issues, right? Because the clapping apparently triggers people. That's not what it is, right? The reality is that you have a lot of social justice speakers in campuses that go in and says their shit, and they're not receiving thunderous applause. They're not getting applauded from the crowd. So what they did as the universities instead, they use jazz hands, because with jazz hands, if you're in a big auditorium and people are doing the hands, you can't see who gets clapped more than the other person. So it's really a way of fighting against the public, because they don't want people to, the little guy to voice his opinion. If you have a recording of someone doing a speech at an academia and you hear like thunderous applause, and then some social justice wanker comes in and has a speech and there's no applause, then he will look bad by default. But if no one gets the applause, then everyone looks the same. And I guess, in a way, it's the same moral busybodies that are doing this thing here. It's like, the shirt is bad. It's like, yeah, it's bad. So, like, why do you not have faith in the consumer not to purchase it? Anyway, Ryan, I just wanted to say this because it's the fifth time I see shirts and clothing being pulled out from the stores, and I just don't understand. Like, I literally do not get. Do you not have any other issues to be concerned about? Like, are all the problems in society fixed that this is what you're complaining now? I never heard about this happening in Romania. Never, not once, not a single time. And we have online stores and we have other places, and there's offensive shit you can buy. But I guess, when you're in a nation that's not very wealthy and people actually struggle from day to day, they have far more pressing matters than to complain about a certain shirt, being available for people to purchase. So you should check your privilege and realize you live in a nation that has provided you so much to the point where you have the time in order to go and complain about what Walmart and what Amazon has to sell. Like, look at some other models that were also pulled off. The apparently Hanukkah themed sweater. I generally do not understand what is wrong with it. I guess you're not allowed to buy it. Apparently, they claim that many designs are created in good faith, but other are perceived as ways to make money by ruffling feathers. Like, what is wrong with ruffling feathers and making money? Like, this is what journalists do all the time when they have clickbait articles, or when they use racismus in their headlines. It's there to ruffle feathers and to make money. But anyway, right, so you got the coolest monkey in the jungle, which, you got kids playing in the park and doing, those, what do they call them, monkey bars or something like that, right? Like, obviously this is what the designer of the t-shirt had in mind, but I guess they put a black kid wearing it, like someone didn't somehow figure this out. So, like, you're not allowed to buy it because of it. Especially when you can see that they used white kids for the same thing, but whatever. We can have equality, but we can't have people wearing the same shirt. People outraged when they discovered that the American Eagle was selling a men's metal cuff bracelet that they thought looked like slave shackles. Like, my God, these people have so much time on their hands, it's unreal. Then you have Kendall and Kylie Jenner fell into hot water after plastering their faces over musical icons to sell their t-shirts. What an atrocity, I know. And then you have receiving flack from the military community. Forever 21 pulled gray shirts, dresses that were designed to look like army training gear. See, I'm curious, like, when they say they receive flack from the military community, I bet it was like 2 or 3 people on Twitter. I am 100% sure. And I wouldn't be surprised if those people weren't even in the military to begin with. Nike's bloody Boston Massacre shirt turned into an offensive reminder of the Boston Marathon bombings. Like, you look at this and it's like, how much free time can people possibly have on their hands in order to, have these campaigns that do absolutely nothing? It's all about, I guess, feeling good about yourself. Like, you kind of help humanity in a way by doing something, but in reality, let's be honest, you did jack shit. Get to work, you lazy bigot, and stop spending so much time on the Twitter, okay? Hardworking people don't have the time to spend so much on the Twitter. Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching this video. If you like it, please comment, share, subscribe to the Thingamajigs. I want to thank you all again for sticking with me because I know I'm a boring person with low IQ interventions, and every now and then I want to release a video like this where I'm just venting out because I see something that really annoys me. It's like, oh, even the clothing industry isn't safe from the moral busybodies. So let me know what you think, and I'll do my best to respond to you guys in the comment section.